Sup junkies, and welcome to week 13. Boy, week 12 was a bit tough with some of our studs letting us down, but lucky you've got this value picks video to let you know who you need in your lineup for week 13. Your quarterback this week is Cam Newton from the Carolina Panthers, and there's three things you can count on in life: death, taxes, and the New Orleans defense to be absolutely terrible. Now, I'm not normally a big proponent of spending up large on the QB, but this matchup has me licking my chops. We'll slander the Saints a bit more later on, because they truly have been awful this year. But Cam, by a country mile, has the highest ceiling of any quarterback this week, with a projected cost per point of only $3.67. One of the lower amounts amongst confirmed starters. Cam Superman Newton should be a lock for any lineup. Your running back this week is David Johnson of the Arizona Cardinals, and we all know that a large portion of fantasy success comes down to opportunity, and that's exactly what David Johnson figures to have this weekend against the Rams. With Chris Johnson ruled out indefinitely and Andre Ellington suffering from a case of turf toe, Johnson will get his lion's share of the work in the backfield this coming week. With a measly asking price of $5,900 and a projected cost per point of only $4.07, which is lower than every back but one, David Johnson is a must-own this week. Your wide receiver this week is Larry Fitzgerald of the Arizona Cardinals. Alright folks, so what? We're drinking from the Cardinals Kool-Aid this week, and who wouldn't? With Fitz clearly having sipped from the fountain of youth, who can blame us for wanting to cash in on some of that tasty production? Averaging 9 catches and 90 yards over his last 4 appearances, Fitzgerald is giving you elite production without carrying the top dollar price tag. With a projected cost of only $4.65 per point, lowest amongst wide receivers, Fitz is another solid play that you can feel comfortable putting in your lineup. Your tight end this week is Greg Olsen of the Carolina Panthers, and I'll admit it, I potentially have a man crush on Greg Olsen. Let's put it this way: Olsen hasn't had a game of less than 50 yards or 5 catches since week 4. The man is Mr. Consistent. Oh, and if we mention the fact that he's going up against the worst pass defense in the NFL, the Saints. Couldn't stop a nosebleed, let alone Greg Olsen with that glorious beard at full flight. Load him up folks, I feel a touchdown storm coming. Alright junkies, that is it for your value picks for week 13 of the NFL. Why don't you head on over to fanfix.co/lobby and I'll see you in the contests.